Joining me now is Congressman Bradley Byrne, a Republican from Alabama and a member of the House Armed Services Committee. Congressman, welcome to the program.
It's great to be with you.
Congress's role in authorizing the use of military force has been a hot topic for decades. Should the president have come to Congress before Friday's military strikes in Syria?
No, he did not have that obligation. Now, let me make this very clear. I've been saying for years that we need a new authorization for the use of military force for what we're doing in the Middle East. But that particular strike falls within his authority under Article 2 of the Constitution. So I think he had plenty of authority to do it, and he did not need congressional approval before he did it.
House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi would disagree with you. She issued a statement saying, "One night of airstrikes is not a substitute for a clear, comprehensive Syria strategy. The president must come to Congress and secure an authorization for use of military force by proposing that comprehensive strategy." Your thoughts?
Well, I think we do need a comprehensive strategy, but I don't think he had to come to the Congress before he made that particular strike. Now, if you talk about the greater effort there in Syria and outside of Syria, yes, I think we need a strategy there. But we've got to resolve, and this is for all of us, Congress and the President, we've got to resolve what we want to do there. Do we want to be there on a permanent basis? If so, what are we trying to accomplish there? Now, I've been concerned from the very beginning that we didn't have a clear Syria policy going back to President Obama. And we need to make up our minds. Do we want to be there on a permanent basis to try to advocate for a new government there? Or do we want to have a much more limited role? I personally believe we should have a more limited role, and I think that's where the president is.
And I think it is, too. He talked about pulling out those 2,000 troops who are remaining. Yesterday, I talked to Claire Lopez, the Center for Security Policy. She told me that the Trump administration is making very clear the purpose of these strikes is not to intervene in the civil war, yet hundreds of thousands of people have died in the past 7 years, and we're pulling out those remaining troops. Are we just giving up on them?
No, I think we're taking a very realistic view of what we can accomplish there. You know, there's some places where even with all of our military power, we cannot accomplish the policy end or the interest of the United States. What is the interest of the United States in Syria? I mean, it's hard to find what our interest is there beyond, in a very general sense, making sure that we uphold that this general international rule that we will not tolerate anybody in the world using chemical weapons on other people. So the strike Friday night was as much a message to Iran and to Russia as it was a strike against Syria itself.
Let's talk about Syrian refugees for a minute. In 2015, you asked then President Obama to stop the Syrian refugee program due to security concerns. What's your feeling now?
I have the same concerns. Here's the problem. Syria's a failed state. So our ability to vet anybody coming from that part of the world is very low. We just don't know who these people are. They can tell us that they're this person from this village, but we have no way of knowing if they're that person or if they're a terrorist fighter that's been embedded in the refugee program. The people of Syria, even the refugees, are far better if we can take care of them there than try to bring them over here. So I hope that we will pursue that sort of a program and help the Syrian refugees over there and not spend the considerable resources to bring a much smaller number of them over here.
Congressman Bradley Byrne, Republican from Alabama, member of the House Armed Services Committee, thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be with you.